guys, it's me, Emily, or Lovebug ASMR. I wanted to, I wanted to film a little, like ASMR styled mini piercing tour, because I have some piercings. I have 9. I love watching piercing tours, and I also love ASMR, and I feel like you never see any ASMR piercing tours, and I have a lot of plans in the future for other piercings, so I thought I would film this and just like go through the ones that I have. Yeah, and I got some new ones as well. So anyways, first piercing that I ever got was my firsts. I have a little hoop from Claire's over here in the first one, and then I have this dangly fairy earring I got from Depop in the other. I got these at Claire's when I was 9 years old, and I want to say they didn't hurt that bad, maybe like a 1 out of 10, but I was a like overly hyperactive kid, and so I would constantly like touch them and they got really infected, which is not great. They still, believe it or not, get irritated every now and then, which is like random because they're like lobe piercings, but they're cute. I like, oh wait, this is my second one. I like them. I wear a lot of dangly earrings, so they've like unfortunately stretched a bit, but that happens. Next, two. The second piercing I ever got was my seconds, and I got them. I'm wearing a little stud in this ear right now. This is from a piercing studio. It's a little pink gem. I don't know if it looks pink on camera. It's like a light pink color, and then I have that fairy earring over here. I got my seconds done at Claire's again when I was 14. I came back from summer camp and I was like begging my mom if I could get my cartilage pierced, or my helix is what the actual name is, and she was like, absolutely not. But it was like a big deal too for some ridiculous reason. She had to talk it over with my dad to see if it was like okay. It's my seconds. They also hurt probably like a 1 out of 10. They didn't hurt that bad, but I got them at Claire's. The third piercing I got was my septum for my 19th birthday. And I actually don't have my septum in right now. I took it out, but I've had it in a bajillion of my videos. It's pierced. I took it out because I am so indecisive with the jewelry, and I have some gold hoops, and then I have some like silver horseshoes, and I keep switching it, and even touching this area is irritating my nose piercing, which I got in October, which, as you can see, is irritated. So I just took it out for the time being. I've had my septum for 3 years, so I don't think it will close. I have that. That hurt like a 2 out of 10. It was painless, virtually. Felt a little bit more painful than getting my lobes pierced. And then I ended up getting, for my 20th birthday, I got my tragus and my helix, which, as you can see, I have a scar from. Yeah, both of them actually rejected. So the tragus that you see right now is a piercing that I got last week. The first time 2 years ago for my 20th, I got it pierced and it wasn't doing well. It was just not the right time because I was getting like MRI, so I had to take the jewelry out, and I was using contact lens saline solution, which I was using to clean my septum, but for some reason it worked for my septum, not for my tragus or helix. So if I can, I'll put a video of like what they looked like after that for my 21st birthday. 21st, 2, 1, 2. So for my 21st, I got my Conch. This is just a little stud from Old Navy. Yeah, not Claire's. It's just a little stud from Old Navy. Yeah. And then I took out my flat, which you can see a scar over here. I took my flat out in December over winter break, this December, and they did not heal well for the longest time. My conch was like, I guess trigger warning, it's just disgusting. It was like bloody and like to be continued, you know, it was just like really bad. The woman who I went to pierced me with a piece of jewelry that was almost the same size as a tongue bar. I'm dead serious. And some of my older videos, you might be able to see that. And it was just not the best. So I switched it out in March, I think, or May. I switched the conch jewelry in May, this past May 2022, and immediately when I switched the jewelry to a shorter bar, it healed perfectly. So go to reputable piercers. My conch was probably a like 8 or 9 out of 10. My flat was probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. They hurt really bad. Yeah. So yeah. And yeah, I don't know. That's this year. I got piercing number 9 and 10 in October, mid-October, and I got my triple, and I got my nose, and I got these on the same day, which I was contemplating doing. However, I decided to like bite the bullet and just do it because they're not in the same area. My nose is on my nose, and then this is on my ear, so I didn't mind. But my triple is what the piercer did first, and it actually hurt so much more than I thought it would. It was like a 5 out of 10, and I was not thinking it would hurt that bad. And then my nose, which has a little bump on it, unfortunately, I did a warm saline solution soak this morning, and it went down, but my nose hurt probably like a 3 out of 10. It was, I mean, I would do it again. It barely hurt. Yeah, my nose, the day after getting it pierced, it was like completely not sore anymore. I don't know what the wording would be, but it wasn't sore anymore. It was like after one day it stopped hurting, and I think that is what irritated at first, because I would itch my nose or wash my face and bump into it, and like it would hurt a little bit when I knocked into it, but not that much, because I couldn't feel it. It felt like it was healed even though I pierced it like a day ago or whatever. My triple was sore for like literally a whole month straight. Not sore consistently, but anytime I would clean it, there was this like pinching pain. I don't know what that was, but I tried to change the jewelry on my triple, and it looks like it's healed, but but it's not, because I tried changing the jewelry 3 times. Once was a month after getting it pierced. You're supposed to wait 6 weeks. That's completely my fault, but I decided to try to switch out the jewelry, and I switched it out for like 1 day, and then I put the original stud back in, and my ear was just gushing blood when I tried to switch it. And then a month and a half later, I decided to try to switch it again, and again, my ear didn't like that. It wasn't. And then I got, again, like I said, a week ago, I got my tragus, which, if you can tell, my tragus on this ear is different looking than my tragus on this ear, because I know it's not recommended, but I really wanted my tragus on this side, so I got it re-pierced. But my ear had a pretty big scar on it. There wasn't a lot of scar tissue, but my tragus was noticeably fucked up from the piercing, because I had like a divot in the tragus area, which is not the case on this ear. And this tragus is smaller than this one, solely because the first time I got it, again, it rejected. But I actually found that the second time getting my tragus hurt way less. It was well, not way less, that's a pretty hefty statement. The first time I got them, it was probably like a 4 out of 10. The second time I got my tragus was probably like a 3 out of 10. And so far, it's been doing so much better already than the first time that I got it, which is shocking, because most of the time people say, like, do not re-pierce a piercing, especially if there's scar tissue, but it's doing so much better. It's not sore. I clean it with either saline solution or non-iodized sea salt. Yeah, so I think it's cute. I'm just leaving it be for right now, and yeah, it hasn't given me any problems. So yeah, those are my piercings. I thought this was gonna be like a 10-minute video, and it ended up being literally almost 25 minutes. I definitely want more piercings. I think the next piercing I will get will be my rook on this ear, which is like this area. And I have a bunch of plans, like my rook on this side, my daith on this side, and my forward helix maybe also on this side. I don't know, but I have to figure out what I want to do, because there's a lot of ideas that I have, but I love piercings. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I